Yeah, so number one biggest issue I see with the purple revolution is, number one, it is run by a white cis dude. I've said this a million fucking times. A white cis man is not going to be the one to lead the fucking revolution. Glad he's getting people out of MAGA, but if he wants to earn some trust real fucking quick, put a person of color in charge. Have an indigenous person lead the revolution and boost the fuck out of them. People are done with white dudes leading this fucking country. Most people on the left are not going to get on board with that. And that's why I've set up a matriarch society. And every single amazing, incredible woman, we've got indigenous women, black women, Hispanic women, people of color, trans women, like all in the same place talking. There are so many incredible women leading so many incredible movements right now. And I have created a space for all of us to talk, to put all our movements together to create a revolution. How about instead of a purple revolution, we have a green revolution? We just need to get rid of red and blue altogether. The entire fucking system's broken. The roots are rotten. We have to get completely away from the left versus right narrative. And we have to tear down the entire fucking system and build up a new one. We can't just get rid of Trump and think everything's going to be fine, because the system itself is broken. The United States was founded on colonization, on murdering other people, on racism. All our institutions function on a deeply systemic, fucked up system of hierarchy that favors white male people over everyone else. And someone who is white and male is not going to be the person that tears that shit down, because they still want that power. And the only way we're going to change this is if our white dudes out there decide to take a seat and give that power up. I have seen so many white dudes try and lead different movements and they fail miserably because they are still holding up systems of oppression. They might say, oh yeah, I'll give a seat at the table to everybody, but they still want to be the guy in charge to lead things. That's your ego. If you have to be the person leading things, you're not a good leader. And you're definitely not leading us to the future we want to see. That's equitable. That builds new systems that treat everyone equitably. That rebalance systems of oppression.
Do you know what the white folks were saying? Do you know what the white folks are saying about this purple revolution? You won't believe what they're saying, because especially the Gen Zs, they know the truth. They know what the people are saying. They know the yearnings and aspiration of an average American. They know what they are saying. And this beautiful white lady said, if you want this revolution to become of great importance and have lasting effect, whereby everybody will participate, let it be led by a black man. He said, let it be led by a colored person. In other words, either the black folks, the brown folks, whoever from those set of people, let them champion the cause of this purple revolution. He said that is when it's going to work. But if you guys are not ready to do that, it's not going to work. And that is the truth. And she said, count me out. I don't trust you guys. And guess who is saying this? A palm colored person saying that I don't trust you guys with your revolution. I can't be part of this. I can't jump on your train because I don't trust you guys. Whatever you guys say and do, over time, we have come to know that it's all propaganda. These are not my words. Let's go check it out, guys, because you need to watch for yourself and see exactly what I'm saying. Credit to all content in this video. And if today is the first time I've come across my channel, please do it to subscribe, like, and share this great content. Let it go viral. Let people hear it, because it's about to go down. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, because here's the thing. I understand. You're saying you're fresh out of MAGA. You're saying that you're sorry for the people that you've hurt because of the way that you voted. You're saying that you were manipulated, lied to, believed in all the lies. Whatever the case is, right? And you want a purple revolution. Okay, I hear you. You've already heard us talk about you can't have a revolution without accountability, right? And part of that accountability has to do with the fact that we need to talk about the reason behind why y'all were so easily manipulated by that man. And it seems like y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all just want to skippity hop over it and just say, I'm sorry, oopsie, and let's come together. I'm still going to be red, you still be blue, but hey, let's be purple for a little bit so we can get them out because now they're hurting us. That's what it sounds like to me. So since it seems like a lot of y'all want to just say that you were bamboozled, beguiled, and brainwashed, we're going to talk about why it is that you were able to be so easily manipulated. First and foremost, you were not brainwashed. You were validated. Full stop. Trump did not hypnotize you. He just gave your racism, your misogyny, and your fear of equity a microphone and a flag. He made you feel righteous in your hate. Trump did not put the hate in you. He harvested it. He spoke the language of your privilege and of your fears. He didn't teach you racism and he didn't teach you misogyny. He just told you it was safe and okay not to hide it. So no, you were not brainwashed, you were not beguiled, you were not bamboozled. You were comfortable. And now we're seeing you come out because it's no longer comfortable for you. That's not cult rehab. That's guilt management. Because y'all were comfortable ignoring the pain of others, ignoring our warnings, our screams, ignoring kids in cages, ignoring police brutality, ignoring lynchings, book bannings, abortion bans. Y'all were comfortable and silent. But now that that same system has turned on you, now you want a revolution. You didn't wake up because you saw the truth. And I wouldn't even say that you're fully awake yet. You simply woke up because the system you built turned on you. Now that y'all are feeling the pain of it, suddenly it's we're all in this together. No. You don't get to skip the truth part of the healing process. You don't get to try to start a revolution while also pretending that your same revolution was not built on the blood of our people. Oh, and then you want to talk about we'll make sure that somebody represents the marginalized community. We'll put them in one of our leadership roles. Huh? Y'all, white men, should not be leading anything. If anything, you need to put your money where your mouth is and fund women of color, black women, so that we can lead and do it because we know how. The problem is that you haven't given us a reason to trust and believe in your so-called revolution because you fail to hold the mirror up to yourselves and face the fact that y'all were not manipulated. You were made comfortable in your racism. And that is why we don't trust you. That is why this revolution seems more like, oh no, I'm affected now. Let's come together. Because some of us have been out here fighting for our lives while y'all were cheering on the people holding the whip. Accountability means facing the part of you that liked that power. The part of you that felt protected by the lie. Accountability means that you being manipulated required you already believing that your comfort mattered more than someone else's existence. If you really want a revolution, start by dismantling the racism that made you easy to manipulate in the first place. It's not revolution. It's just the same white redemption story in a new outfit, a purple one.
A lot of people will never learn. So I've held off on commenting on this purple movement or whatever for a little bit. And it's clear to me that the people that I see posting about it have not learned the lessons from history. One of the things that I often say is that the reason we are here today is because we didn't do what was necessary in the aftermath of the Civil War. In the immediate aftermath of the Civil War, what should have happened was that the entire South should have been turned into a cinder. That would have stamped out the vestiges of anything and everything that led to the rise of the Confederacy and later the things that spawned forward from there. And when you hit fast forward from there, we didn't learn the lesson that we needed to learn from that in the immediate aftermath of World War II. What did we do at the end of the Second World War? We used Operation Paperclip and brought over some of the highest ranking officials from Germany to advance our military and technology infrastructure and capabilities. That brings us to where we are today, because we are here today because of those lessons that we ignored. We didn't do what was necessary in the immediate aftermath of the Civil War. We didn't do what was necessary in the aftermath of World War II. And today, what we see is that the grandchildren of the people that were let off the hook in World War II, the great-grandchildren of the people that were let off the hook in the Civil War, control all the levers today, and you see them pushing the policies that you see them push. And here we go again, where people of all stripes, but particularly white liberals, are wanting to join hands with people who have suddenly, quote-unquote, woken up and realized their mistake, and you want to welcome them with open arms into this purple revolution? Are you insane? These people have not had to atone or be accountable for anything that they have done, and without question, you're welcoming them back. This is the reason why a lot of people don't trust any of you so-called allies, because the minute that you're offered an opportunity to get off the hook, you take it in protection and in defense of your compatriots. And that right there is the problem. If we want to be real about creating this purple revolution, people who voted multiple times for the regime in charge need to put their money where their mouth is. They need to be on the front lines in every municipality possible, pushing back against this militarized Gestapo that's in the cities. So until and unless they are willing to put their bodies on the line, they have no room here. They have no place here. And the fact that you are so easily and quickly welcoming them back is an insult to all of the ideals that you supposedly say you stand for. There is no way that this purple revolution can be made successful by welcoming in entire groups of people who fundamentally believe that large swaths of the population don't deserve to exist. What the hell are you people thinking?
Purple Revolution is merely a cop-out from people in the MAGA cult that are currently deconstructing. And deconstructing is a great fucking thing. However, you do not get to say, let's meet in the middle. The middle was technically Joe Biden in 2020. That's when a lot of Republicans came to our side to help defeat Donald Trump. And look where it got us. Purple Revolution made you guys more angry because you guys were so deep in the fucking cult you couldn't handle the loss. Then you led an insurrection in January 6th. So no, there is no fucking purple in 2025. That happened in 2020. And if you haven't noticed, the Democratic establishment has been pushed away. We don't like the Democratic establishment from the left. We don't want the Democratic establishment because the Democratic establishment is your purple. The Chuck Schumers, the Hakeem Jeffries of the world, that's your purple. The purple is not where the Democratic Party needs to go. That's not where the voters want. Look at Zoran Mamdani in New York City. He is running on left policies that people actually like, policies that will actually make an impact. Things that are popular are taxing the fucking rich. That is a very popular policy. So is women's bodily autonomy. That's a popular fucking policy as well. So when we talk about, or you guys talk about this purple and this coming together, there are some very, very hard conversations that you all need to start having while you deconstruct, which is great, before there is ever a talk of uniting with you guys. There needs to be accountability. There needs to be the fact that you need to be loud as you were about the MAGA while you're in the cult, about being just as loud, getting out of it, and supporting left-leaning policies. And when I talk about having tough conversations, I'm not even talking about me. You don't have to have the toughest conversation with people like me. You need to have the toughest conversations with women. You need to have the toughest conversations with immigrants. You need to have tough conversations with undocumented immigrants. You need to have tough conversations with Black Americans. You need to have the tough conversations with people that you have done direct fucking harm to. That's it. Until you guys start having those conversations and actually understanding the harm that you've caused bringing fascism to America in 2025, there's no unity with you guys. I welcome the conversation. If you want to get in my inbox and my DMs and start having some discussions like that, great. But there is no fucking purple. No fucking purple.
See, like I always say, that the truth can't be covered for too long. The truth cannot be hidden for too long. At the dispensation of the fullness of time, it is going to appear to everybody, and everybody will see the truth. All the propagandas, the narrative that has been told for many decades and years, people are no longer foolish to know now. People are wise. The people knows the truth. And once you know the truth, it will set you free. And as a matter of fact, the palm-colored people are the ones that are going against the propagandas that has been told by their forefathers. And they are saying, this is no revolution. We ain't going to fall for it. Guess what? The blacks are saying we're not interested. But what is making this to even go and become unpopular, it is when the palm-colored people that are actually the ones that are saying, oh, it is time for revolution. Let's speak our mind. It is time to draw a new constitution. It is time to make things work for us. When they are the ones saying it, and the Gen Zs are saying, we don't trust you guys. We can't fall for your bait anymore. If you want us to trust you, put it in the hand of a colored person because we know they're going to make the right decision. When does it happen that they trust the judgment of the brown colored people, black and white people? When did that happen? They said they trust that a colored person should be the leader of this movement. When did that happen? If not for the fact that the knowledge of the reality of the truth is moving across like a wave, and everybody's beginning to know that yes, these guys are the ones that have the heart of the people. And the truth is, the black people have learned and know that living with everybody in harmony is the best way to go. And it's not that they are saying it. That has been the way they've been living. Don't forget the black folks are the ones that were everywhere on the surface of the continent. They were everywhere. Have you heard that they began to push a narrative or propaganda that they should have a black supremacy or blackness? Have you heard about that before? So that is why the Gen Zs trust that if the colored people are the one that is going to champion this, revolution and all that, they trust their judgment because they know that the black people are the people of love, the people of peace. They consider the interest of everybody. They think no evil concerning any race, but they have a pure love for everybody to live together and everybody maximizing their potential. And they also understand that the black people are superior because that is how God made them. It is the younger generation, the Gen Zs, they know this reality because they've done their research and they said, let them be in charge. Let them lead this revolution so that when they lead it, we can trust that they will lead everybody right. But if it is they are white people, palm-colored people, they said they are not going to be part of it, that they don't trust both left and right, that they want a revolution that will swallow up both the left and the right. In other words, both the Republican and the Democrat. They said they want a new platform. And they said they want the black folks to champion it. The question is, why did they trust the black folks? I'm asking you guys because I want the conversation to begin from this place. Why is that they trust the black folks? Is there a reason why they have that mindset? Let me know. I know, but I just want to hear your view and your perception so that we can rub minds and see and know why that is the situation. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. I watch your conversation in the comment section. Let the conversation begin. And of course, do subscribe, like, and share my channel and the videos that I post so that it can go viral and the knowledge of the truth can be spread abroad and everybody can know what is happening and how the truth is sweeping across the universe. Bye-bye.